Now you'll know who holds my heart. I didn't plan to say this, not today, not in this way. But some truths arrive like unexpected rain on a quiet afternoon. Soft, sudden, and unable to be stopped. I was sitting alone that day, the house, wrapped in stillness, the air filled with thoughts too loud to ignore. I had no script, no plan, no intention to share anything with the world. But I had a heart full of feelings, and a silence that had lasted too long. So I picked up my phone, my hands a little shaky, and I began to speak. Not to the camera, but to her. To the one who holds my future. The one who lives in every beat of my heart, though she doesn't always know it. She is my future wife. That's how I say it now, not like a wish, but like a truth. I think about her every single day. I see her face in the quiet corners of my mind, even when I'm busy, even when I pretend not to. She is the reason I smile when there's nothing to smile about. She is the answer I give silently when people ask why I've been different lately. They say I look lighter, happier, like I'm carrying less weight on my shoulders. What they don't know is that I'm carrying her instead. Her love, her voice, her presence in my life. And though I tried to keep her a secret for so long, some loves are too beautiful to be hidden forever. That day, I started speaking into the camera, not for the world, but for her. The words came out raw, not polished. My voice trembled, because the truth does that to you. It shakes you before it sets you free. I spoke about how we met, how it was nothing grand, nothing magical at first. Just a short conversation between two people who had no idea what they were starting. I didn't know she would become the one I'd want beside me in every version of my future. I didn't know a moment so ordinary would one day feel like the beginning of everything. I told the camera that she changed me. That slowly, without even trying, she became my calm and my fire. That I walk through hard days because I carry her soft words with me. That when the world gets too loud, it is her silence that soothes me. She doesn't ask for much. She doesn't shout for attention. She just stays. With kindness. With patience. With love that doesn't announce itself, but proves itself over time. She sees me as strong. That's what people think too. They think I'm always put together, always calm, but that's not true. I've had days where I barely held it together. I've had nights where the only thing that kept me going were the quiet messages she left, the way she believed in me even when I doubted myself. She never forced me to open up. She never asked for confessions. She just made it safe to feel, safe to speak, safe to dream. I said all this in the video. Every reason why I love her. Why I believe she's not just someone I care about, but someone I was meant to build a life with. And then something happened. Something quiet, but powerful. I turned the camera around, and there she was. She didn't know I was filming. She wasn't posing or performing. She was just being herself, reading softly, maybe dreaming a little, lost in her own gentle world. Her hair was messy, and she wore the cozy clothes she always wears when she thinks no one is looking. She looked perfect to me, not because of makeup or lights or anything fancy, but because she was real, because she was her. And then I whispered 5 simple words. This is my wife. No name, no dramatic music, just the truth. Just her, just us. The video ended there. I didn't expect anything from it. I posted it quietly, without a title, without a caption. It wasn't for attention. It wasn't for likes. It was a piece of my heart, shared because sometimes love needs a place to breathe. But something happened. Slowly, people found the video. Friends, strangers, people I hadn't spoken to in years. They messaged me saying things like, "This hit deep," or "I believe in love again." One person even said, "I cried, it felt so real." And maybe that's why it reached them, because it was real. It wasn't perfect. It was human, vulnerable, honest. Love in its rawest form. Still, I waited for only one response. Hers. The next day she came in just like she always does. Calm, warm, full of quiet grace. She asked if I had slept well, the way she always does. I said yes, but my heart was racing. I didn't know if she had seen it. I didn't ask. I just waited, like someone standing at the edge of something beautiful and uncertain. Later, we sat together. She opened her phone, and someone had sent the video to her. Not me. Someone else. A friend, maybe. A cousin. She pressed play without saying a word. I didn't breathe as I watched her watching me speak my heart. Her face didn't change much, but I saw something shift. Her eyes blinked slowly, and then she looked at me. "Did you say that?" she asked in a whisper. I nodded, my heart louder than my voice. "I never knew," she said, still quiet. "I see you daily," I told her. I just didn't know how to say it. She held her phone like it was something precious. Then she gave me a smile, the kind that says everything without needing a single word. A soft, deep smile that reached all the way into my soul. That moment meant everything. She didn't say "I love you." She didn't have to. Her eyes said it. Her presence said it. She finally understood what I had tried to carry alone for so long. This was no longer a secret. This was no longer just a silent feeling. This was now real. Between us. Around us. In the open air where love belongs. The next morning she called me with a mix of shock and laughter. "Something happened," she said. "My cousin found the video." I smiled. "Oh?" "She sent it in the family group," she continued. "Now everyone's seen it, even my dad." I paused. Her dad. The man who had always been kind but reserved. The one who didn't smile easily. The one whose approval felt like a quiet mountain to climb. She said, "He watched it." And in that moment, something deep inside me settled, like a puzzle piece falling into place, like a promise made real. Because now, it wasn't just between us. It wasn't just hidden in the corners of our hearts. The people who mattered most knew. The world that shaped us could finally see the truth. She is not just the girl I fell for. She is the woman I want to build forever with. She is not just the reason I smile. She is the reason I believe in love again. In a kind of love that does not demand to be loud but still echoes through every quiet moment. A love that does not fade with time, but grows deeper in silence. A love that never asks for proof, because it is proof itself. And now, you know too. Now you know who holds my heart. You know her not because I said her name, not because of grand declarations, but because of how I speak, how I pause, how I smile when I talk about her. You can feel it in my words, in the way I breathe a little softer when she's near. She is my calm and my storm, my question and my answer, my soft place to fall and my reason to stand tall. She is my future wife. Not because we have everything figured out, but because when I imagine tomorrow, I can't imagine it without her in it. She holds my heart with hands that never grip too tightly. She loves me in ways that don't need to be shouted. She believes in me on the days I forget how to believe in myself. And in a world that often feels too busy, too loud, too fleeting, she is my stillness, my peace. This video was never meant to be a confession to the world. It was just something that happened when love grew too loud for silence. But maybe love is meant to spill over sometimes. Maybe it's meant to be seen. Maybe, just maybe, we all need reminders that love doesn't have to be complicated to be powerful. It just has to be true. So here it is. Truth, plain and simple. She holds my heart. And now, the world knows why.